As musicians, whether we're listening to others or reflecting on our own playing, we often have an immediate sense of whether something sounds good or not. We might feel satisfied or we may feel frustrated. But what exactly are we responding to? When something sounds off, what are we really noticing? And when something sounds good, what are the qualities that make it so? Understanding this is crucial for improving as a violinist. Without being able to identify the specific components of your playing, it becomes very difficult to make meaningful progress. You might know that something isn't working, but you don't understand why or how to fix it. There are 3 core elements that form the foundation of music: pitch, sound, and rhythm. When these components are executed at a high level, the result is music that is guaranteed to sound great. Let's explore each of these elements a little more closely. Pitch refers to how high or low a note is. On the violin, this is determined by finger placement on the fingerboard. Playing in tune means placing your fingers with precision, and this requires both a finely tuned ear and familiarity with the feeling of the fingers and how they interact with the fingerboard. Sound is about tone quality, the purity of the sound you're producing with the bow. A good sound is clear, resonant, and free of scratchiness and tension. Producing a beautiful sound involves bow control and balancing different proportions of speed and pressure in combination with an appropriate contact point. Rhythm is the timing of the notes, how long or short they are, and how they relate to the beat. Even if your pitch and sound are both excellent, inconsistent rhythm will make your playing feel unstable, and generally the music will be hard to follow and won't make much sense. Being able to hear and distinguish these 3 elements is a skill in itself. Developing this kind of listening is essential, and one effective way to train your ear is by isolating each element during your practice. Try this in your practice, and let's keep it simple by using a D major scale to test things out. Deliberately play a little bit out of tune, but keep the sound and rhythm solid. Notice how the discomfort you hear is specifically due to the pitch, the incorrect finger placement on the fingerboard. And again, notice how the sound quality and the rhythm are okay. Now change it around. This time play in tune and in time, but deliberately use poor bow control. Perhaps apply a little bit too much pressure or play too close to the bridge. This helps you recognize what a scratchy or strained sound feels and sounds like. Pay close attention to the fact that the pitch and rhythm are good, it's just specifically the sound quality that is poor. And lastly, play with good pitch and sound, but with terrible rhythm. Rushing or dragging out certain notes will highlight the role that timing plays in musical coherence. By isolating each element in this way, you train your ear to identify which one needs attention, and additionally you are learning exactly what causes each aspect to go wrong. And then when you return to playing normally, you'll be able to evaluate more clearly which of these 3 needs most improvement. When you've worked out which element needs most work after playing a given passage, focus on the physical input that is responsible for that element. For example, if you notice the sound quality needs most attention, then focus on adjusting your bow to produce a pure and resonant sound. When working on a particular component in this way, don't worry too much if something is going wrong in one of the other 2 elements. Just focus on one thing at a time and address other issues afterwards as needed. Focusing on too many things at once can be overwhelming and unproductive. With practice and experience, it will become easier to quickly switch between these different components and improve your playing in a more general sense. This process will give you a simple but powerful framework for your practice. Consistently ask yourself this question: is it the pitch, the sound, or the rhythm that needs most work? And you can ask yourself this after playing a scale or a certain section of a piece. It doesn't really matter. It's always this same question. Correct the weakest element and repeat this process until you're happy with the overall sound. When this happens, your playing will naturally sound good because its foundations are strong. This approach will also help organize your technical work. Virtually every aspect of violin technique can be seen as a refinement of these 3 core elements. Keep them in mind during every practice session, and over time your playing will become more polished, expressive, and confident.